Good morning, and welcome gamers to Hitbox Gaming's live stream. I am walordgrub. Hope everyone is having a good day. If this is your first time tuning in, we here at Hitbox Gaming would like to give you a special welcome. You could have checked out any other gaming stream, but you chose ours, and we thank you for the support. It goes with anybody else that stays around. Our goal today is to relax, check out some games, hang out, and have some fun. With that, we are checking out Vampyr today. Vampyr is an action RPG set in 1918 London. You play a physician that was in World War I, and you get turned into a vampire, and you're kind of going out into the world and kind of dealing with that. And it's very RP storyline driven. You interact with different characters, learn things about them, their weaknesses, what they've done, and you know, hit all these different characters, and you're able to affect the storyline if you there's a pillar of every district, and if you kill that person or stop whatever they may be doing, it has major effects on that area. With that, let's get after it. We left off yesterday with the first time we've affected the major part of the pillar was with Dorothy Crane in the Whitechapel district. She was that part of the town, with influenza, the Spanish flu is real big at this time, so London's getting ravaged with it. Certain sections, the poorer sections of the city are being hit very hard. So this nurse was taking upon herself to help people underground, and I chose to stop her from doing it because she was not working properly and whatever. Anyway, I stopped her from doing it, and that place has been ravaged because of what I did. I stopped her. At that point, this is the first time I had messed with a major character like that. So going forward, we're going to be a little bit more cautious and try to get into trying to think of the consequences that our actions will have. Combat has gotten better over the last few sessions. The start of it was just mash the buttons, basically. So now there's we're getting builds. There's builds you can make. All right, what is my game doing here? I had troubles with it when I loaded this up. It just crashed twice. So we might be having some technical difficulties here. Let's see if we can get it. All right, we're gonna shut it down here. Oh, no. I hear something. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're good. All right. Okay, now we need to talk to Edgar Swansea. He's the guy that brought us into the hospital. He's our main dude that we're sending out on different quests and whatnot. So we need to talk to him to kind of figure out what to do next. His office is right here. Loot some stuff. You gotta always steal everything before you talk to people. Oh, there he is. They seem to not mind if you just take all their stuff before you talk to them. Alright, we're good. Talk to him.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I analyzed the blood.
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your
Scott.
blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I have thought about it. It's too dangerous, or it may turn London into my realm. It's healthy. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, I'm in Pembroke Hospital, like the first hub I've got into. We're at serious health status. These are all the characters have talked to, and I have hints. They're all like, you can see, they have fatigues, headaches. I can cure these with things I can create. This one has a cold. This one's good. This one's good. See, everyone's kind of messed up. Now, when I first started here, I think this was in healthy, and it's went down too. And I think it's because of these guys's what's wrong with them. Now, this is the area that I messed with the pillar. See, now she's missing. Characters I've talked to. And I think this was stable, I think, when I first started, and now it's into critical. I haven't been back, obviously. I haven't been to the docks yet. I haven't been to West End yet either. I've met this character. I saved him in the first intro part of the game. He's in the hospital currently. In Pembroke, I killed this guy. I fed on him. And I fed on this guy. And when I killed this guy, was this doctor, I believe, this was his patient? Or it was one of these two right here. I don't remember exactly. But when I killed this guy, they started talking about him dying. Because he was in here for an arm injury or something not very serious. And then they were very upset that they didn't get him through enough, because he wouldn't have died if he wasn't here, basically. Okay, let's do this. I have thought about it.
It did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Ooh, bad news. Here we go.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Pretty sure we're the one that killed her. Tin Mary's funeral. Alright. Well, let's go try and cure some of these people's sicknesses and stuff before we move on out of here to see if that helps with. All right, she has a cold, so let's deal with her first.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
See, right here, medical checkup.
Do
Boom.
you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
See, I got medicine. Give it
Not
to
under
her.
my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
All right.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Let's see, now she's recovering. Let's hit this dude with some
Good evening,
medicine
Mr.
too.
Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really.
Give medicine.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it.
Apologize, Diesel.
Damage
The
is
dog
done.
is freaking out. I don't know if you guys can hear that
Goodbye
or
for
not.
now, Mr. Elwood.
All right. So he is now recovering.
The daily routine.
What is it?
I wonder why the Goswicks came here in the first place.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me, even the darkest thoughts in your heart.
My blood and soul. They belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine. Yeah. Damn. The pain. It's here again. Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine. Yeah. Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. My mother randomly was at my door, so I had to answer it, obviously.
Fear and disgust on
Brought
every
me some food.
street corner.
All right, let's get back into it.
Routine.
What's ailing this guy? He's good. He's good. Healthy. To this doctor here.
Good evening, Doc.
Medical
Do
check
you
it.
need my medical attention, dear colleague? I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help it.
We don't have anything for headaches. Sorry, bud.
I will. Goodbye, Doctor. I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Good evening, Doctor.
Look, check
You
it.
met the
Give medicine.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Doctor.
Alright, let's trade here.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course.
There was something I needed. I forget what it was. Buy one of the everything just in case, so I can make some more stuff later.
It's locked.
I'm gonna steal all the things. Gotta steal all the things. We got some guys outside of the hospital too in these little tents. Let's recheck these. I think I might need to go back through the hospital again. Alright, where the hell is everybody?
It's locked, all right.
Recovering. Didn't have anything for headache. Recovering. Fatigue. Should have something for that.
Good evening, Dr. Ack.
You're the...
I see.
Are you really...
Skip through the bull crap.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous.
Give medicine.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Uh-oh. Sure we have it. Let's try this.
How do you think these recent events will affect the Pembroke Hospital?
I am not blind. There is something strange about you and Dr. Swansea. One day
Who's on
you'll have
this?
to provide answers.
You are troubled by the death of your patient. I understand. It is something that haunts everybody in our profession.
Harvey Fiddick died inside these walls, under our watch. We failed him, all of us.
Don't you think the epidemic is enough to deal with, without wasting time on insults and suspicions?
Yes, the epidemic. Convenient, isn't it? Just like the war, really. Hundreds are already dying, so who cares about one more?
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Alright, so we got most of everybody doing good. The front, we need to go back to the front because I know there's a couple people out there. This lady.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you require...
The medicine.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Miss.
Did this guy have anything? He's good to go. I don't know why you're in the hospital if you're healthy. Kind of doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Keep running in circles. Jeebus. Figured I'd know this place by now. This should be the front. Yeah, here we go. There's my peeps out here. Healthy. Where's old Milton? She's a vampire. Or Ekron. There's Milton.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Our local arms dealers you have
Do you need
in
any
hospitals.
medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Give the medicine.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Thanks, anyway.
Your medical reputation?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them.
A
Nobody
bow!
knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Okay. Your relationship with Nurse Hawkins.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Bound by despair.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
And if we have anybody watching currently, feel free to get engaged with the chat. Ask questions about this game or whatever. We're here to hang out and have fun. So don't be afraid to say anything.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Right on. She got the trade.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A
show me the
reliable
goods.
gun is what everybody needs these days.
Alright, so I needed some parts. Can't remember what it was. I think it was this. One more. Nope, he's out. Let's head on to the quest thing we have going on here. Oh, nope. Talk to this lady. I haven't talked to her in a minute, I don't think.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Do you
Medical
require
check-in.
medical?
I will be fine. A soup.
You've missed.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright. This dude's packing heat, that's for sure. I mean... What you got under there, bud? You're packing something. Alright, I think that's everybody. I haven't talked to Tippets in a minute. Let's give him a... see if there's anything left for dialogue.
Doctor.
Nothing there. Alright, moving on.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Okay, open the map. Let's see where we're going. It's down the street. Do. Alright, we need to go right here. I believe to the left. Yep. Ooh, black wall. Critical. Feet on the ridges. Get our blood up.
Blood.
Come here.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
The blood meter, the red one up here at the left, top left. I feel special powers that we get. We can heal ourselves, stuff like that. Always steal. There's some guys we're gonna fight up here. Forget what weapons we have. Let's look real quick. We have a web. We have the okay. I'm gonna try our ultimate here. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah. Alright, we're getting real powerful after we leveled last. Before I leveled, I was getting my ass kicked to like 2 to 3 people. And that one dude was level 16, so he was a few levels higher than me. And anyone I've ran into that's higher than me has been difficult until after I've leveled here. So keeping up with your weapons and leveling seems very important so far. Why can't I go? Just to get the monies. Alright, where are we headed? Over to the right here. Check out everything we can. Interesting. Not where I want to go, so let's head back. Chaw. Check down this little alley here. See those lootsies. Not a fan of this dude's outfit. I wonder if we can change it if this is what we're stuck with the entire time. Don't need to go down there. Messed that foo up.
It's one of them!
Sure is, bud. I am now badass. I feel way stronger than I was. Sounds like there's some nasty people up here.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Investigate. Cool stuff around here, I'm sure. Yeah, I hear skulls. Scowls, I guess. Scowls are like lesser vampires. They're like basically like feral vampires. They don't really have control over themselves. I didn't need to do that.
This is despicable.
Exploration doesn't seem to yield much so far anyway. I could be wrong. Oh shit. Bite him. Hey. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be going, but whatever. Ooh. Hideout is unlocked. Fill ammo here. Let's check the bench. Check our weapons. I'd like to upgrade this thing. Common handle parts. Powders. How much did we need to this? We have 3 common handle parts and we need 6. Gotcha. Brush this stuff up. Check our serums. Ran into any sepsis yet. Okay. Ammo. Have that equipped? I do.
It's locked.
Some dudes out here. Alright. Busting some hits. Go back where we were so we can... Still all the things. Right. Dude. Discreet. Not being very discreet so far. Look at that. Bite them. Alright, hit the dude. Oh. They call me Mr. Bite. Alright. We're discreetly attending our sister's funeral that we murdered. By murdering vampires that are everywhere, basically. You know, as you do. It's over here. Ugh. To bite things.
Somebody help!
Oh, I need to heal.
Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help!
Okay, we got you. All right, who's this?
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
The blood trail. I don't see a blood trail, dude. Kind of like a blood there. Can't open
It's
this
locked,
thing.
all right.
What's this? Shillings. So blood. Oh, okay. Blood trail. It's like a second.
As I fear, Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Choose our ultimate here. Oh boy! coming after there, boy. Okay. Father Whitaker is so righteous, so full of compassion and love for their suffering ones. His words are all the city needs. Tonight I gave him all I have, my strength, my faith, my wealth. And if that is not enough, I know where to find more. Okay. Alright, so Tobias. That guy is in Whitechapel. So we open some dialogue for him. Already went up here. That was a side mission I picked up and I forgot all about it. Let's get on to what we came here for. Sure, we're scoping everything out. You never know what you can miss.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Like a discreet spot.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Clipping of the uniform now.
Oh, Mary. What have I done?
He was a bad boy.
If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
A vampire friend.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was kindness incarnate.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts.
Don't do it, Johnny.
They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can
I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right. ...
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No,
Take me to
Jonathan.
church!
It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Okay, so down here. Here should be the way. Move, please. To the left. Stab. Whipping some ass now. Run the right direction. Yes. I'm going in here. Ultimate. I'm getting bit. I'm getting bit. And I died. Some bitch, that was a lot of them. It takes a lot of damage. I guess those things are higher level than me though, so getting hit is not good. Alright, this is taking forever to load here. But again, if we have anybody that's watching, feel free to say hi. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. Well, I bite, but only certain people. Okay, this never takes this long to load. What is going on? Oh, things are moving. This game is being weird today. When I first fired it up before I got the stream going, the game crashed twice. And did it just no? All right. So put us back here. Because we need blood. Alright. Yeah.
Christ, he's dead!
Alright, I did it. Okay, we're gonna attempt this again. So it was... ultimate time. Oh Lord, not again! No. I was good till that second one hit me. I was getting ready to. I hit the button to heal, and then he hit me. See, man, they're like 3 levels higher than me, or something like that. 3 or 4 levels higher than me, whatever it is, and like what, 4 or 5 of them, 5 or 6 of them, and it's rough because you can take like 2 or 3 hits, and you're hurting. I don't think you can block unless you have like a special weapon in your hands. I think the tuning club lets you parry, maybe. Oh, Jesus. I remember it ever taking this long to load. Okay. I don't know if we should go back there again. Don't want to keep wasting time. I know I can do it, it's just don't want to rehash the same stuff over and over again. I gotta come down here and kill these dudes.
It's a leech!
Feed. Seal here. I don't know why Why it does that? It's so annoying. Oh goodness.
Fight for this!
Okay. I think we're gonna skip that part. We'll come back to it later.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Alright.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them.
Alright, this is a big son bitch.
As your judge and jury.
Okay.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Oh yeah. Alright. Can I like hit this dude? This just hurt. And I'm biting.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Nope. Definitely not. Do some scouting, looking around.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Looty looty. The map here. Okay. This direction. Whitechapel again. Oh, okay. I know where we're at. This is where the mute lady was. Let's talk to old Richard here.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, Mike.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
Alright, I think we can heal
Do you
this
need
dude.
medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your...
Alright.
I'll leave you alone.
So this dude's doing better.
Oh, Camellia, the silent flower.
Need to find the mute lady. I know. Ooh, what's this? This is her, I think.
Hello again, miss. I know you... You don't seem to need...
Right,
Very well.
Nothing for her. talk to the priest out here because I do have something for him. Talk to Clayton. He's a journalist.
Good evening. Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It appears the dispensary is now a major source of contagion in Whitechapel. Someone should do something about it, but no one cares.
Christina
Jobs.
Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her
She's
story
also
is exactly what I want my
caught in some
readers
type of
to
a loop
understand.
behind us here.
We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
Give him some medicine.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
All right.
Good evening, Chris.
Shane.
What
What do you know
news?
about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
2 girls I know went to the dispensary yesterday. Nobody has seen them since. I worry about them, in case bad things happen.
Okay.
Do you need any
Check up. Get medicine.
I'm shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Goodbye, miss.
He's still here. Let's talk to this dude. He's healthy.
Good evening, Mr.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
Have
Check
you
the
recent
dispensary.
news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
If you propagate the devil's work, you'll perish by the devil's work. Such is the law of the Lord.
Found your disciple.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back.
Hey.
He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Okay. Confess your crimes.
Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You are just another heartless murderer,
But
exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
just a dignified sadist, bruh.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing,
it.
Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
Why send Samuel to the cemetery?
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
Tell me more.
Laughing queen dressed in blood.
It's an odd
Tell
dream.
me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Oh, Jesus.
Your disciple Samuel stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
He defiled the dead.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
He was a crook, sir.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
Why did you send
I sent him on a vision.
That's enough. Goodbye.
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision. I have heard enough of your nonsense. Goodbye.
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged.
Spelling his shenanigans still. Alright, we go in this side of the church. Nothing here. Knockity.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
Vicar Joseph?
May I help you, child?
Something. I didn't see what
You
his
seem
last name was.
somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
This is a personal
You
matter.
seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
The words for one departed.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Just know I cared for her.
Just know I cared for her.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She's been laid to rest.
She has been laid to rest. That's all you need to know.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible.
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I'm so sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this. I'll put an end to this horror.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Alright. Didn't want to give out too much. It wants me to go back to the hospital.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Old Joe.
You again? Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I saw her wandering the streets. Yesterday, I think. She didn't recognize me. People say she's lost it. It's a sad story.
Alright.
Goodbye, mister.
Done talking to him. You're healthy.
Fancy bye. You never...
News
Do
of
you
nurse.
have any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It appears those who dare to get health care from that bitch are never seen again. Something fishy going on there, for sure.
Trade.
Right then.
What you got? What you got? Alright, we're good here. Old Joe. Pissing on the wall. Talk to this dude.
Good evening.
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. A
doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity.
Do you require assistance?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
Help could I be to your business?
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, it would be on my terms and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr. Bates.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborous shit.
What is your business?
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
You're taking advantage of
In other
them.
words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Thoughts?
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
Personal questions. So think about your tags.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you.
I don't remember saving this guy. I must have blocked that out.
Have you heard anything?
Not really.
Alright. I'm sure you know more. Aha!
Such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Goodbye, Mr.
Oh, chill. I'll talk to Joe's son.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So,
I'm not bothered.
Any news?
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nobody dares to enter the dispensary now. Rumors say the nurse has gone mad.
Grim, I'm not sure if it's on PS4 or not, actually. I found it on Steam. It was on sale. That's why I picked it up. Let's see. Good there. Oh, about Barrett Lewis and your father.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Talk to Mr. Lewis?
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone.
Grim Watchdog, it is on PS4 and Xbox One, as well as, obviously, PC.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
Here's some meds, bruh.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this.
Oh, Jesus, this dude is a downer.
But I thank you for your concern, sir.
I think we've got every... Yep, I think we've done everything
Goodbye,
we can do
young
with
man.
him.
Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
That's life, bud. Get used to it. What the hell was that? Event. Unknown event. Okay, so let's go check that out. This way? Nope. Yeah, this way. This.
Always been wretched.
Where's my
Let
money?
your guard down, sir.
He's cold.
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
Personal questions. Unlock something for him. I thought.
Since
Scare
I took
him
an
too.
oath,
Give him a
infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a...
Sheesh.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Oh, so it's down this here. Yeah, okay, this is where the dispensary was back here. So let's go do a little checkup. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Crap. This dude just resists all night. Okay. Holy shit. She's level 24, dude. The hell is that? Can't stun her, that's not good. Oh, dude, she one-shot my ass. Okay. Not ready for that. Okay, well, that's, we know what happened to her, at least, I guess. Come back for her later, because I couldn't stun her. I don't know what the hell that was. It's the first time I've seen that, and she had hit me like one time, dude. Wrecked my soul. Alright, so... yeah. Level 24, I gotcha. Okay, I need to feed on somebody. Need to feed on somebody. I'm thinking that landlord dude and Joe, but I couldn't mesmerize Joe. Because they're like the two guys in there that are like just bad dudes causing troubles. So oh my god, man, it is taking forever to load today. I don't know what is going on. I don't know because I haven't died this much. Alright. Clayton's a 4.
Something going on in this district.
She's a 4. He's a 3. I'm at a 2. He's a 5, damn. Where'd that dude go? He's a 1. We can feed on this dude.
Mr. Bates.
Evening.
Yep, we're gonna chew on you, dude. Alright, where are we taking him? We're gonna get our eating on. Still only the third guy I've feasted on one. Okay.
Was I that evil to deserve such punishment? My only regret is that no one will mourn me, for I have never been loved.
We got a level here. Crap. Not what I wanted to do there. Meant to hit 4, not 5. Old fat fingers. See, 4. That's what I...
Shit, that leech is fast!
Need to find a hideout. Merchant. There's a hideout. We need to go to destruction.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu.
I could ask you the exact
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
She was a good nurse.
I regret it too. I wish she'd continued working at the Pembroke Hospital. She was a good nurse.
So you put an end to the operation?
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir.
I heard you are a famous surgeon.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you. Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm...
Right, let's heal you.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
I think the hideout's like right here. Nope, it's over here. Somewhere over here. Maybe right here. Goodness. Something is not working today. Or wanting to work. I don't remember things taking this long to load. Maybe I'm just impatient today. I don't know. I mean, my system's like brand new, so it was like the longest load I've had on anything. Man, check them updates, man. Sometimes them Windows updates will do things like this. Restart, you never know. Oh my lord. Oh. Let's go looky. Have I been in this one? Don't think so. Pretty sure I haven't been in this one. Lootses. Check this room here. Upstairs. Nice. This is a pretty big one too. Let's destroy stuff. Recycle. Check our weapons. Man. Common handle part. That's what I need. Common handle part. Let's do some resting. Okay, what do we want to upgrade? Health. We're getting to that part when you start needing more health. Seems pretty big too. I'm gonna what else we got? Sure. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm kind of going for a blood stun bite build. Like I use blood abilities to do big damage. Then because like if you just mash your weapon, your stamina drains really badly. So like what I'm trying to do is chop, stun with my offhand, and then bite, use blood abilities, heal myself, you know, stuff like that. So it kind of seems the way I think I like to play it so far. So we're going to go with that. Because that ultimate I got is strong. Okay, so I healed a bunch of people, killed somebody. Still missing somebody here. Okay. I don't even know where these two are. No, she's not missing. She's a badass now. Try to kill me. Oh, see? Cool. They're now stable. We're now level 14. Nice. What's that? Hmm. See, now I'm gonna stun and feed. My stamina's back up. Stab, stab. Oh, yeah, see? I mean, I used my ultimate there, so that does a lot of damage just for 2 things, but hopefully there ain't anything else in here. It's too bad. Again, anybody watching, feel free to comment, ask me some questions about this game, any of our videos. I mean, we got 7 Days to Die series going on. We have Division 2 builds. They're getting ready to release a patch. So maybe one of our builds is something you want to check out and try for yourself. I'm doing this live stream every Monday through Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm doing it live, and then obviously you can check these streams after after it's done, like later the next day. So these streams will all be if you can't catch it live, they'll be on the channel for you to watch later. And we'll be doing different games. Try to do something different every week is the ideal, I guess. But I'm a WoW player myself. I've been playing since release of vanilla, and I'm a raid twice a week. So I'll be streaming those when Shadowlands come out, the new expansion. But community's pretty set on them releasing the pre-patch like the 29th of this month. And we also have Baldur's Gate 3 coming, the early access coming out at the end of the month. I will be all over that. I'm a huge D&D fan. And of course the Baldur's Gate series, that's what got me into RPGs for computer. Baldur's Gate 1, I played the ever-living shit out of that game. That and Diablo were like my first games. And Doom 1, Quake. Bite. Hit that ultimate.
Fear nothing. Have no fear, brother. No rest for the wicked.
We're hurting. Bite. Heal.
He's so fucking fast.
Oh, what? What's happening? Alright, we murdered them. Do the looting. We got dyes down here too. Bite. Stab. Stab. Dodge. Stun. Oh, what the hell is that thing? Heal when we get out of this. Dodge. Heal. Upgrade that spear. I haven't touched it in a while. Stun. Dodge, dodge. Please. Oh man. Alright. Targeting got kind of messed up there. I kind of hate the targeting in this game. It like is all over the place. Alright.
I cannot enter.
Why not? Then we won't. Here over this bridge. I knew I should have talked to that widow before I left there. Yeah, let's go this direction and then we'll go left. Ow, that shit hurts. For the love of God, hit the buttons. Alright, enough of this. Feed. Okay. Abilities are starting to all make sense together. Got a little bit of a combo. Whatever that gas stuff or whatever they threw out, that stuff sucks. Yes, we're going the right direction here. You need to go left. Oh no!
And pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
This is our maker, maybe? Who's this dude? Ooh.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You
we found her maker.
Made me this creature.
I didn't find him, but
what are you?
Finally talking to us.
I am the land. You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
something to do with the epidemic. Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur. I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Alright, Megan is freaking out.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind?
Right then.
Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Ooh, what's in here? Frick those dudes. Ooh. Alright. Vampire activity, hospital survey, investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in Pembroke Hospital. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to directly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, and report directly back to us, and we'll decide what action. So, Thelma, if you haven't watched any of the other streams, is a patient at Pembroke Hospital. She believes she's a vampire. She's fed on one of the other patients. Not sure if from the dialogue we have been basically saying she's not a vampire, but she believes so. But now the vampire hunters, these dudes right here, have gotten word on her, and they're trying to get her, basically. And now we've unlocked dialogue to talk to her about it. So the investigation continues that she may be a vampire. I doubt it, because there's another vampire there. And convince her that, you know, she's just mentally ill. Because it's called Potter's syndrome or something like Potter's. That's what they were calling it.
I have this. Thirst for blood.
Yes, I'm a leech. Well, that bled me down. Okay. You keep to the right here. Should be able to get to this lady that we saved earlier. Ultimate. Oh, skin. Got more stamina. Stab, stab, stab. Where you at, Widow? Here she is. She's healthy.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
All right.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Okay. Your life in London? You have no friends or family?
On your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need...
It's worse when you're alone.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
But your husband's
Tell
dead.
me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Why are you blaming yourself?
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Some sadness. You can't stay here
You
forever.
realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
Sorry if I've vexed you.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr.
Get
Reed.
some common ground here now. See, now we can talk her.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it
Some
with
common
you,
ground, though.
since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure. no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Yep. Should go home now.
You should go home now.
I think you're right.
Yay!
Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
You know you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Hey. So that is done. We need to go back to the hospital. Let's try doing that here. Go in the right direction. Yes. Scales. Here we are. Dropped him. I think I've been back here yet. Huh. Trying to get to know the land a little bit. Some broke over here.
Amaze me how you, the dead.
Let's go talk to Thelma. See if we can heal old Tobias.
Good evening. Do you need my medical attention? I would have been...
I have the headache. Crap over there.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Dr.
Selma. Selma, where you be? I think I saw her when I was running around here earlier. Okay, I'm running in circles again. There she is on the other side. Pipa. Thelma.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich.
Tell me about
Tell
vampires.
me, Thelma. What do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You could be in danger.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Tell me about Thomas Elwood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Tell me,
I saw...
you mean
yeah.
you have...
Wife.
Alright. Got the personals. Alright, so
I'll
we
leave
got that
you,
on.
Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Got what we got from her so far, so... Oh, what the hell happened here?
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accepted.
What about the corpse that was on the ground there?
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
Maybe, dude.
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
And Ekons are a form of vampirism, apparently. There's like different species of vampires.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones.
I'm really sure the difference between them,
in the
honestly.
shadows, deprived
anyway.
of sharing one's grief.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend. And so we are outcasts.
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even
don't.
from thinking about it.
So, what could happen?
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
We're definitely gaining the attention of those.
Are we then
That's what
condemned to
Thelma
lie to those we love?
Isn't helping.
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
Okay. Still curious about this dead body.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Like, who the hell is this? This wasn't here when I left. Like, something major happened.
Good evening, Nurse Brett.
Good evening.
Okay, about the recent events in the
What
hospital.
can you tell me about the
Hospital.
recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No.
Hampton.
I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
That's the priest guy.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Where is
Her
Miss
body,
Jones's body?
I don't know.
We're trying to know where that is.
I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Who's out front then?
Goodbye, nurse.
Wait, so this was the patient that was in here. She was very rude, if I remember correctly. And Sean was sitting here. So he was right across. Let's talk to this dude real quick. See
Good
if he
evening,
saw
Mr. Evening.
anything? No.
Goodbye for now.
discussed on every street
So let's go out front.
The daily
So I'll talk to her again.
Goodbye, my lady.
If there's anything I...
Goodbye, my lady.
Interesting. Well, let's talk to him real quick.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to see...
Wise choice.
Let's go talk to Swansea real quick. Which I believe he was like, yeah.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile.
Seems like a hunter.
You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan.
Okay.
This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Steal all the stuff. Looks like I stole all the stuff already. Alright, let's talk to Swansea.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Confidence must be restored.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
I'll help you.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
I'll protect you.
Rest
Owls.
assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
All right. I think this is a good place to stop for today. We'll get back at this tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. So I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in today. We appreciate very much that you guys watch our content. Tell your friends. We have series of videos coming out, and then we have this live stream every day, Monday through Friday. We are very thankful for any likes, shares, comments. You know, it gets us fueled to keep going and do this stuff, and you know, we enjoy doing this stuff, so it helps us a lot, and we appreciate everything you guys show us that are watching, and we plan to bring the best content we can for you guys. So with that, this is Warlord Grub. Hope you all have a fantastic day. I will catch you guys tomorrow.